I'm a fucking thief, so what? It's an honest living. I don't lie about my occupation. No, I'm not a crackhead, and no, I'm not desperate for money. I do what I do because I'm very good at it. Unlike most of the others, I don't break into some shitty apartment and take a worthless shitbox TV. No, I hit where the big money lies. Now, there's a fancy part of the city of Coral Road. That's where I can go shopping for a few $1,000 suits, treat myself to some one-of-a-kind jewelry, not forgetting the spoiled little brat's bedroom, my pick of game consoles, and a wide variety of games. Then there's the living room, 50-something-inch TV and a fancy new stereo. It's a good job. I drive a van. So, I work surveillance for a couple of weeks. Normally I'm just checking for patterns, but there's been no activity the whole week. It must be my lucky day. I reverse my van into the drive. Passers-by aren't exactly going to notice. Then straight over the fence to the back garden. I'm not too lucky. The considerate bastards didn't even leave a window open, so I smash it. A caving-in window doesn't make as much noise as you think. I got two possible situations. One, a lot more likely than the other. They're on vacation, or they're not feeling well. No. They must feel like death not to leave the house in over a week. Now, before I start bagging stuff, I need to have a look around. Make sure I'm alone. I start up the stairs, and as I hit the top, a pan crashes to the floor. It's coming from the kitchen. I take a couple of deep breaths, creep down to investigate. The kitchen is immaculate, not a hair out of place. I blame my paranoia. I thought I was past that. I return upstairs and take a gander into their rooms. I sure know how to pick 'em. That luck has come back. 2 laptops in the master bedroom. On the dressing table, in plain view, a gold mine. A massive smirk creeps across my face. Again, either I'm really on edge. No, it's not possible. My mood is suddenly turned. I hear the sound of something being dragged from downstairs. It's not constant. It must be heavy, like someone's moving furniture, so I slither to the top of the stairs and peer down. A trail. A dark trail. I sneak down the stairs to get a better view. It's blood. A trail of blood so thick it's chilling. There's just so much blood, it's impossible to say which direction it leads. I choose and follow. The trail of lost life leads me to the living room. I follow it cautiously, doing all I can to avoid stepping in the lifeless void. There I am, tiptoeing into the room. How ironic. I look up and wish I didn't. My twisted luck, I chose the right path. There it was, lying on the table, legs and arms bound with razor wire. Nothing else, no body. Echoed from the kitchen, followed by a suffering scream that pierced my ears and left me panicked and scared. I wasted no time and hid in the closet like a child playing hide and seek. The closet doors are slightly ajar. If I closed them, it might have made some unnecessary noise. I only have a brief wait, but it felt like an eternity. The beast of a man enters the room. Standing in the doorway, he scans it, presumably looking for me. He stands tall. This hairy creature, wearing blood-drenched apron and clutching his instruments of the trade in his left hand, a macabre cleaver big enough to dismember an elephant. I close my eyes and grip them tightly shut in some pathetic, childish belief that he won't be able to see me. That noise, the dragging noise. The demon man makes his way to the center of the living room. Running from his right hand is a short length of barbed wire, wrapped around the long, innocent legs of a young woman. He lifts the woman with nothing but one arm and hooks her to the chandelier. The poor woman, as I admire the bruises, cuts, and gashes, I find myself thinking she must have suffered greatly before he gave her the luxury of death. The butcher makes his exit. Presumably, he's heading back to the kitchen. Thoughts of escape start rattling through my mind. The window. The window I came in is in a different room. I would have to go back into the hallway and cross the puddle of blood. The window in this room is in many separate parts. I could attempt to break it, but I would be running the risk of angering and alerting that beast. As I think up my escape, I find myself drawn to the once happy blonde swinging from the chandelier like a carcass, ready for slaughter and distribution. I stare into her dead and lifeless eyes. They blink. I stare back. Her face raises as she tries to assess her situation. Oh. Did she see me? No, she couldn't have. It's too dark. The master's returned after his short hiatus. The butcher is dragging another woman fully clothed, an elegant dress that fits her no less than perfectly. He places her on a chair and tucks her in like the waiter at a fancy restaurant, or a gentleman treating his beloved like a queen. The demon butcher continues to light a candle. I take another look at the poor girl swinging from the ceiling, her face filled with fear and anguish. Tears roll down her face. My weak stomach kicks in, and vomit dribbles from my mouth, followed by a foul retch. And that's when I heard it.
No, monsieur. You must pardon my bad manners. I never realized we had